Alright, so everybody, I think you guys have heard the news, and I will try not to get too angry in this video because I'm really passionate about the sport and I want to see exciting fights just like everybody else. So it's announced that Anthony Pettis is going to fight TJ Grant. If you don't know who TJ Grant is, that's okay because neither do a lot of other people. So I made a video a long time ago about Anthony Pettis calling out Jose Aldo, and then Jose, whatever he wants to be called, not wanting to fight, and that's ancient history. Okay, let's talk about now. A lot of people want to see Anthony Pettis fight Jose. I mean, a lot of people. Now, compared to how many people want to see Pettis fight TJ Grant, that number is much, much lower. Now listen, I know why the fight is taking place. I know TJ Grant, I know he earned it, etc., etc. Now let's go back, and I'm sure you guys have heard Dana White say, my job is to put on the fight the fans want to see. That's my job. He says his job is to put on the fights that the fans want to see. I'm sure a lot of people have heard this expression, strike when the iron is hot. Well, the UFC has been doing a horrendous job at doing that. If you don't know what that expression means, it basically means when the iron is hot, you strike it so you can mold it, because if you wait too long, it's going to be very difficult to mold it the way you want to, which that translates into saying when you have something that is hot, that has a lot of momentum, that has a lot of heat behind it, that has a lot of interest behind it, you better do it ASAP. A perfect example of that is everybody knows that every single person pretty much that followed MMA wanted to see GSP versus Anderson Silva. And like I said before, the UFC is horrendous at doing that. They did not strike when the iron was hot. I mean blistering hot. And look what happened. Now, if the fight ever takes place, it will not be as big as it could have been. Key word here is could have been. Because like I have been saying, the UFC has been doing a horrendous job. Which leads me to this. So, Anthony Pettis, everybody wanted to see Jose and Anthony Pettis fight. I mean, listen, the UFC is a business. Forget the fans and what they want to see. The UFC is a business, all right? So, do you think the fight with Anthony Pettis and Jose would make more money or less money than the TJ Grant fight? Now, the honest thing is, the fight with TJ Grant would not make nowhere near the money that Jose and Pettis would make. So, the UFC as a business, they're not doing the right thing. The UFC, as a fan's perspective, are not putting on the fights that people want to see. So, which leads me to say the UFC is being run by a little kid driving a car. Like, a little kid is driving the UFC. I'm not purposely attacking the UFC because I hate them. Let's look at the facts. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot argue with facts. Okay? The fact is they didn't put the GSP and Anderson fight when it was blistering hot. The fact is the UFC is doing right by TJ Grant. That's who the UFC is doing right by. The UFC is doing right by TJ Grant. Hooray for him. So the UFC ignored the fight that everybody wanted to see. GSP Anderson Jones. They ignored Pettis versus Aldo. And they have put on event UFC Fight Night 28. If you don't know about that event, take a look at the fight card and you're going to say, who the F are all these people? Is this actually a UFC card? And that's all I have to say about that. UFC has become a diluted product, and I think if that's what they want to do, great job. Hey, UFC, great job.
Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job.